What's up, y'all? I retwist my hat, probably, as you can probably tell. But this video is about I don't respect the police, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why I don't respect them because they arrest people that for no reason. And I say no reason, like you didn't even do the crime, but you gotta sit there and do the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people right now sitting in jail or prison and they doing a lot of time and they can't find like the paperwork to show that they're innocent. They just don't give a fuck, bro. Like I see prison and jail, that's hell. It's not, you know what I'm saying? People say stuff happen for a reason, but sometimes stuff happen for you. Stuff happen towards you for no reason. Okay, for instance, I have three. I know it's probably it's old, but it's not on my record no more. But it still like dwells on me to this day because I'm scared of police, man. That's why I don't have a car now because I don't want to get pulled over. I already get targeted, and it's not because of my dreads. People say yeah, people with dreads they look so they I don't know how you say it, but I've heard the saying before. You know, you look better with a clean cut. You know, people with dreads look like they commit crimes or some shit. I don't know, some shit like that. But anyways, my first one is I got arrested at like I think I was like 19 or 18 for burglary of a motor vehicle. It's not on Google no more. It used to be on Google, but for burglary of a motor vehicle, and I didn't even do it. Like when I went to court and I spoke to my lawyer. I read the paperwork and it said my fingerprints wasn't on the radio, and they still made me plead guilty, and I had to do time for that shit, bro. So there's one time I did time for some shit that I didn't even do, and I did time served, and I had to stay in there for like a month, bro. That shit pissed me the fuck off because it rehindered me from like getting a job at like 18, 17, because it stayed on my record for a little while. Then the second one is I was at Bentab and they had discharged me, and you know people always sleep at Bentab and they you know they wait at Bentab. There be a lot of people there. They just be they don't you know they just be sitting there as long as they want to. So officer gonna come to me targeted again out of nowhere. Even the officer said that I got targeted. That I talked to, he came over there to my, you been discharged, you gotta leave the hospital. So I ignored him. I just stayed on Instagram. Oh, and by the way, they won't let me get on Instagram no more. I don't know. They're saying that they just keep kicking me out, saying something about I'm not following guidelines. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, he said I've been discharged. I gotta leave. So I ignored him, and I stayed on my phone. And he could have left and like left it alone and could have asked me, you know, can you go to the other side, because I was in the lobby and I wasn't, you know, making no noise. I wasn't causing no scene. I was at the hospital to try and get back, you know, on the right medication. And he just grabbed me, bro, like real fast and picked me up because I'm small. You know, when I'm off of medication, I get skinny. But anyways, he picked me up real fast and like, you know, somebody pick you up and you're not paying attention, you gonna swing on accident. So I swung on accident, and they got me with assault on a peace officer. And I did, you know, I went to jail for that shit, bro. So that's the second time I got targeted. Like people always be at Bentop chilling, bro. So I don't know why he just decided to come to me and told me that I had to leave, and it was cold outside, so I couldn't wait outside. So I was gonna wait until the morning time until, you know, it cooled, you know, it got hot. It was August that month, and it was cold that month. That's the second time I've been targeted. So I know I'm not the only one that get targeted by police. That's why I like to stay in the house. I don't like going nowhere really, because they feel like they gotta detain you or feel like you doing, you know, I don't do drugs and I don't tote guns. They need to be looking for people like that, bro. I don't be doing that shit, bro. I don't have nothing on me. I have no reason to detain me or feel like they gotta search me for some bullshit, bro. But this three of them. The third time I got the same case. No, matter of fact, the third time I was at Bel Air Behavioral Hospital, and this dude, this one is fucked up. This dude assaulted this nurse, and they called the police, and they came and arrested him. You know, I was trying to stop the fight. I had, you know, when he was fighting, I went down there and I didn't touch nobody. I just went down there and I had told him, I was like, hey, they fighting, you know, can you stop him from fighting? He was fighting his nurse over some ice cream because they gave him a shot for taking ice cream off the cart, which is fucked up. You know, how they do, you know, they give you a shot for taking some ice cream, bro. That's stupid. But anyways, I was laying in bed when the police came. And when they came, they came in the room and told me, get up, you finna get arrested for assault. And I just got up because I didn't want to have no other charge for like resisting arrest or like trying to run or some shit. But they arrested me, and the dude that worked at the hospital, his name Wayne, he was like, he was telling the police that I didn't assault nobody. And they still took me to jail, bro. I went to jail for this nigga shit. And I was in jail for a while, bro, for some bullshit. So I don't have no respect for no police at all, bro. I never will. Until y'all do y'all job right, I have no respect for y'all. Y'all don't know if y'all got mental illness because y'all on the job. Y'all see people dying and shit that can cause like mental illness or some type of chemical imbalance in your brain. But they need to have a rule to where some of these police officers can't do drugs at all, bro. They can't drink or they can't do no drugs. They need to be on their duty, bro. Cause I commend them for like getting some people off the street that actually have, that committed an actual crime. But some of this bullshit, bro, it's stupid, bro. It's fucked up. But I just want to bring to some awareness about some of these police officers. They're not fair, bro. They're not fair at all. Peace out. See y'all some other time. I'm finna drop a song though.